career. We can make it, we can say it like a career. We can make it, and we call it ranks. And it actually starts with these four: manager, senior manager, director, and senior director. And once we have already talked about this, and maybe you have some specific questions about that, because um, to achieve these ranks, you need to make the turnover. And for achieving a ranks, you need to make, for example, manager requires 220 PV during 1 month in your small leg. And also your personal activity. So that means that you buy the product from your back office in your online shop on 40 PV. This is their requirement, and that has to be done in 1 month, during 1 month. Then, as soon as you do this, you can just this small ranks you can achieve like on your own. So you can invite people, and that will make this turnover, because this is the first way. As you see, the terms for achieving ranks, first way. There are two ways to achieve the ranks, and this is binary. That means that the purchases of this structure, such as new contracts and upgrades, considered. So here you can invite people on different packages, and also these people can make the upgrades. As soon as they make upgrades, you also have this PV adding to your amount required for the rank. That means that, for example, manager requires 250 PV. That means that, 50 PV. That means that, for example, the package of 200 units, it gives 80 PV. So you can divide this 250 in 80. That means that three people, almost three people on the package of 200, and this rank is already achieved. It's quite easy. Then comes senior manager. What this mean? What does this mean? That you can do it in two ways also. You either can continue inviting people, and in this case, you can invite, for example, the package of 600 gives you 260 PV, 80 PV, no, 40, 240 PV it gives. And here you can invite like 2 people and 1 person on a package of 100 package, and then your senior manager rank is achieved. But it's better to help your people to do the same. Like last month, you invited 3 people on the package of, we say 4 people, okay. 4 people on the package of 200. And you get 4 people in your team. And then next month, your people, you are just helping them to do the same. Each of your 4 people can invite also 4 people and get this rank of manager. In this case, you get the manager, the senior manager rank. That is the teamwork. And already it's not your personally invited people, but those of your team. In this case, your people are growing and your rank is growing also. Then comes director. Director is 1,250 PV. And here your personal activity is also growing a little bit. The 60 PV requires. And that means that your people that you already have in your team, many people like maybe here 4 and here 16, maybe about already 20 people can be in your team, and all of them are continuing inviting people, and each of them invite, for example, 4 people every month, and then your rank is growing and their rank grows also. So this is like a teamwork. I think you know what I'm talking about. The senior director requires 2,500 PV.
Personal activity is 8
PV. So this is just the initial things. And you see, there are three, what is this? Okay, we'll see it later. So next, these are called just ranks. These are extra ranks, like managing director and corporate director. Managing director requires already not only the PV volume in small legs during 1 month, not only your activity, personal activity, but also requires 4 directors of your personally invited people. This should be only your personally invited people. And that means that you are continuing working with your team, helping them to grow in their rank. That means that these 4 directors, last month they were senior directors, for example, and you help them to become a director, and that means that you fulfill the requirements of this rank of managing director for yourself. So managing director requires 5,000 PV in small legs accumulated during 1 month, and then your personal activity grows also, it's 100 PV. And then comes the corporate director. It requires 12,500 PV in your small legs for managing directors of your personally invited people. I just underline this thing, that this is not just in your team, but your personally invited people should be in this rank, should achieve this rank. So you have to help them to do that. This is a teamwork, as I have already said. And then your personally required activity is 140 PV. Okay, these are basic, I would say basic qualifications, basic ranks. And then come premium ranks. Premium ranks, there are 3, like national director, international director, and premier director. Required volume of PV for national director is 50,000 PV in your small legs accumulated during 1 month. Then your personally invited people, you have to have 2 corporate directors, and your required activity is 200 PV per month. International director is 75,000 PV of your small legs, in your small legs, the turnover, then 4 corporate directors of your personally invited people, and also your activity grows up to 250 PV. The premier director means that in your small legs, you have the turnover of 100,000 PV. You have also 6 corporate directors in your personally invited people, and also your activity required is 300 PV. Okay, is this clear up to this moment, or you have some questions?
I do. I have a question. Say
Okay.
also, okay, may I? Okay, so just an example. So national director, 50,000 PV. So say if I become a national director in case if I already, if in my team or it is in my team, I have invited two people personally invited, and those 2 people are becoming corporate directors. So every time, in order to achieve national director, I have to cultivate 2 people personally invited, and they become a corporate director.
No, this you do it once, and this is a fixed. Once they become a corporate director, they are already corporate, and they always will be. So
No,
it's
this is not what I asked. So this is 2 corporate directors. it is my responsibility to invite them and make them corporate directors?
It's their responsibility to be eager to achieve the ranks. So you have just to help them to do that.
Yeah,
Just helping them, just to
but
building
this,
their
I
team,
understand.
just working with a team. And as soon as they become, once they become the corporate director, it is a fixed rank. They will never lose it. Only if they can, they have this like status, status, the corporate director. It will be forever. But the rank, how to say this? The rank should be also supported by the turnover. As
Yeah,
soon as
but
they are this turnover in their legs, in their small legs, they're just confirming their rank, confirming. That will be necessary for some other things, for example, for other bonuses. But for you to become a national director, once during this month, these two corporate directors, they have to make their personal activity, and they need to be active. And in the whole structure, in your small leg or small legs, if you have more than one, the turnover should be 50,000 PV. This is the most important thing, because for example, it's easier to understand here maybe. As soon as you become managing director, how can you do that? Your structure, your small leg, makes the turnover of 500 or 5,000 PV, and your four personal invited people become the directors. How do they become the directors? In their small legs, they have the turnover of 1,250 PV. As soon as they have this turnover, they become the directors. So you just help them to make this, to create this turnover, because you need the rank of managing director. This is not just your just forcing them or just motivate people, and that is the work with your team. You just explain them that this managing director or corporate director is not just the name. It's just not just the title or this status. It is money. It means a certain amount of money, just that. And if people come here as in business, they want to earn money, they have to understand that, for example, even in ordinary work, when they go just in normal work, the director always gets more money than just an employee, just the worker, yes? And that is the same here. The higher is the rank, the more money the person gets. That's why people, when they are interested in business, they have to understand these things, and they have to create the turnover. Okay? So,
okay, just a moment. So those people need to be invited by me personally. They're not people who are in my team, but they have to be invited by me,
yes,
personally invited
yes,
by me. Okay, got it.
yes,
That's what I
that's
wanted
right.
to know. Thank you, Lena.
It comes from the, yes, it begins from the very beginning, just at the very beginning. So here you see there are no requirements for the ranks of your personal invited people. These ranks, just initial ranks, they do not require that. But everything starts here, because as soon as you get your first rank, like manager, you already have team, a small team. For example, 4 people. You invited 4 people, the turnover becomes 250 PV, and you become the manager. And that means that your 4 people already are in your team, and you are helping them to do the turnover, to invite the other people in their team.
Yeah,
And
I
thus
got it.
you create, yes, you're growing, you are helping people to grow. And that's why, but to have the managing director is also another way. You can help them to grow, like step by step here. They can come on the package of 200, they can make the upgrade, once, then second time, then third time, and so on. But they also can join with this big package. And this big package gives them managing director status at once. And as soon as you invite, for example, during 1 month or during 1 week, you can invite 4 people on the big package, on the 3,000 units, and you already have these 4 directors. You see, and you already will be the managing director. It's very easy, actually. It's very quick. Everything depends on the packages that people join your team. So okay, this is the end of this. This is the first way. You see, this is the achieving the ranks by the turnover of the structure in your nunnery. And then comes the second way. Then comes the second way, and here, this is the class, personal purchases of the structure considered. So people can be free, and they can just buy the product for themselves, for reselling, I don't know, for any purposes, for their families. They can buy the product, and that requires just a big client structure, just the people who only buy the product for themselves. And as soon as they have this big team of clients, for example, they don't invite people, they just give them links and they register as clients, maybe like this even. And as soon as your team, you see this is the volume of the structure, activity accumulated during 1 month, doesn't require the leg. So in both legs, your people, you're not only personally invited, all the people, they create the turnover of 1,500 PV, you become the manager. Your personally required activity is 40 PV, and so on. So the turnover grows and grows your required activity and grows your rank. You see it here. Senior manager requires 3,000 PV of the PV volume of the structure during 1 month. Director requires what? Hello? Any questions? Okay.
No question, no question.
Okay, that's good. So the director requires 7,500 PV of the turnover in the whole structure. Then senior director requires 15,000 PV, and this required activity grows also. And then comes also the extra rank. Managing director requires 30,000 PV in the whole structure, and 4 directors on your personally invited people. Anyway, as soon as you started inviting people, even for the clients, as a client, you know, the people who come just to take the product, they sooner or later, they become telling people about the product, about their results, about their company, and they also start inviting people to their team. Maybe they do not do that just like very actively, but sooner or later. I think that this way is like a slow way, like a snail, but it works. It works, and I know it helps a lot for people who have big structures. So you see that for directors and corporate director requires 75,000 PV of the turnover of the whole structure, and for managing director of the personally invited people, the required activity grows up to 140 PV. Then come premium ranks. National director requires 150,000 PV, 2 corporate directors, and their required activity is 200 PV. International director requires 225,000 PV, 4 corporate directors of the personally invited people, and 250 PV as a required activity. And the primary director requires 300,000 PV volume of their structure activity during 1 month. Number of personally invited partners achieve the rank are 6 corporate directors. And then activity required is 300 PV. Okay, I think that's all up to now about the ranks as themselves. Then, if you don't have any questions, I have something a little bit about legs. So initially, after the registration.
Okay, please take it down a bit.
Okay.
What do you mean by PV volume of the structure activity accumulated during 1 month? For prime director, 300. What's that?
It's very noisy. I cannot make up the words. I'm sorry. Can you repeat it, please? Someone is talking. The background.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you said PV volume of the structure activity accumulated during 1 month. For national director, I'm seeing 150. Is it on your weak leg or what?
Here in the second way, there are all the legs are considered, not only small legs. So as I have said, that there are 2 ways to receive the ranks, to achieve the ranks. So we are now talking about the second way. Second way is only personal purchases of the structure considered. You understand? Yes. So not the upgrades, not the personally invited people, but the purchases of your people in the structure. So the more they purchase, the bigger and the higher your rank. Okay.
Okay, so without team members, you can rank, you can go up.
Mm-hmm.
Without your team, you can, from your own personal purchase, you can get this.
Who's talking on the background? I
Would
cannot
you
understand.
just please mute Stanley?
Вообще не понимаю. Эмилия, ты поняла, что она
Нет,
что
я
говорят?
слышу эхо, и кто-то говорит на фоне. Вот сейчас.
Да, там мужской голос прям на заднем фоне, и я не слышу.
Да. Madam Kesh, repeat your question, please. What
Can
did
you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we do, but we see. Okay, yes, okay, we hear you. Okay.
Okay, I'm saying that you said there are 2 ways to achieve the rank.
Я говорю, есть 2 пути достижения ранка.
Yes, I hear that.
The first way is through the team, and the second way is through yourself. Is it?
Значит, что ты поняла? Говорит, первый путь это достигнуть с помощью команды, а второй путь это только самостоятельно достигнуть.
Ну нет, это тоже с помощью команды, просто люди просто покупают, они приходят как клиенты. So the second way means that your people, they come not into the business, but just to buy the product. For example, on my team, there is a woman. She's already maybe for 2 years in the company, and she hasn't invited no one person, but every month, almost every month, she buys the product on the promo, you know, when the company gives the promotion, and she buys the product on the just the maximum amount of the promotion. For example, it's about $500, maybe even more, and she buys the product just for herself. And there are some people like that, and the more people like this in your company, in your team, the more they buy, the higher rank you can get on this second way of achieving the rank. Because
let me get you. Is it customers or associates?
I think this is just customers. Yes, they just customers. They just buy the product, but if you have a lot of customers, There's many customers. They don't build their net. They just buy the product. In
Okay,
this
they are
case,
not doing the network.
yes, no, they're not doing the network. They just buy the product and that's all. And the more people like this you have, then you can achieve some rank just using this amount, the turnover of the purchases they create. Okay. Do you
Okay.
understand? Okay. Mm-hmm. So about legs, what is here? So initially after the registration, it is allowed to start 2 legs according to the binary system. And maximum they can be started 9 legs. This is clear. And to open each additional leg, it is required 2 requirements. First one, to have a status not lower than 1,800 conventional units. And second requirement is to confirm by the turnover the rank of the managing director. So the person who is on the status of 1,800 units can make the turnover. How much? Like for the managing director, I will show you this again. He has to create the turnover of 5,000 PV and also have the 4 directors of his personally invited people. So if he makes this requirement, if he meets this requirement, then the person, even being on this status of 1,800 units, he can open the 3rd leg. So to confirm by the turnover, the rank of the managing director, or to make a purchase in amount of 3,000 units during 1 month. So he has to upgrade the status easily. So it is possible to start not more than 1 additional leg per month. Okay, this is clear. Let's go further. Additional
Okay,
terms
take it back to them. Take it back.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that once one comes in as a diamond, the person will start, the 3rd leg will be opened. Is
Once again,
it 9 leg or 3rd leg?
so each month you can start 1 additional leg. So you start with 2. It once you as soon as you register at 3,000, you start the 2
Okay.
legs. Then next month you can open the 3rd leg.
How
Next
do you
month
open
you can
a
add
3rd leg?
the 4th leg. Yes, and so on. So each leg can be opened in 1 month. Okay.
Okay, so how do you
Understand,
open a leg?
how to open? You write
Yes.
the letter to the support. You write to the support and you say that you want to open the 3rd leg, and that's all. And
Okay,
in
but
your back office, you will see the additional circle. Now you have 2 legs, 2 binary, just 2 legs, and then you will see the 3rd one, the 4th one, and so on. They will just open this for you, and you will see this option in your back office.
okay, now is it that each of those legs in a week you will now be making 10,000 USD mass?
I didn't understand you. I'm sorry.
On group bonus, the cap is 10,000 USD a week. Do you understand?
Emilia, can you help me if you understand, please? Emilia, please.
On group bonus,
Yes.
the maximum bonus you can earn is 10,000 US dollars now.
That's right.
Now, if you have the 3rd leg, are they going to pay you 20,000 US dollars? Since it's 10,000 on each leg.
Yes, 10,000 each leg. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, each leg. That's why it's possibility to increase your income by opening this next leg, because as soon as you achieve this maximum $10,000 per month, then no, not per month, but per week. Per week, it's 10,000 per week, 40,000 per month. So as soon as you achieve this maximum, then you can open the next leg.
Okay, now
Or-
the
or
next leg,
earlier.
is it you sponsoring another person that month? Or you can use an existing personal sponsor?
I don't understand. Sorry. Once again.
Okay, if I want to open a third leg, you said if I sign up this month, I will, as a managing director, that is $3,000.
Yeah.
I can open the third leg next month.
Yes.
Now, that next month, do I need to sponsor a new person that I will place on the third leg? Or I can use an existing person? Do you understand?
No. Эмилия,
Okay.
ты понимаешь, что говорят, нет?
Okay, how is the third leg done?
Так, Эмилия,
Just a
Эмилия,
moment.
ты здесь?
Just a
Я
moment.
не понимаю, что за
What
вопрос.
she's asking is whether she has to invite every month one new person in order to achieve this
Open a
bonus.
new leg.
Or she can use the existing one, already existing one, and make them corporate director or make them to do some purchasing, and in this case to get a group bonus. Am I right? Blessing.
Yes, I'm talking about the ninary.
Вот она
Now,
говорит о девятке, о найнери.
in the ninary, you said if you come in as a diamond, next month you open the third leg. Now, in opening the third leg, is it a new sponsored person or an existing person that will place on that third leg?
Вот она говорит, вот открыть следующую ногу, или она говорит о девятке. Должна ли она пригласить нового человека или же использовать уже существующего человека в ее структуре? Можно использовать уже существующего для того, чтобы создать тому товарооборот. Или она должна пригласить нового человека, который создаст товарооборот.
Я думаю, новый, просто я не понимаю смысла в этом. Я просто, может, чего-то не понимаю, но я не вижу в этом смысла.
Ну, я тоже.
Конечно. And what is the meaning of this? What do you mean? What is the? Why do you think that why do you think about this? I think that each new leg means new people. Is it? It seems strange for me. It's a strange question. Do you want to create a team of just 9 legs and 9 legs, like from the same people? I don't know. Of course, we can have different accounts, many accounts, but I've never thought about that people can be in different legs, the same people. I've never thought about that. I think that,
is there anybody who is enjoying ninary now? Then let the person explain.
I think that now nobody has this. Nobody has the most the biggest amount of legs I know that Evgenia Novikova, she has 8 up to now. As far as I know, she has 8 legs, not 9.
And so how did she achieve the 8 legs?
How? Just she invited many people. She didn't make the different accounts of the same people in different legs. No, they are different people. All these people are different.
Okay, so that means in a month you need to sponsor a new person.
Yes. That's why it's not you know that you can achieve almost all the ranks on 2 legs, almost all the ranks. Apart the crown ambassador thing. We haven't talked about the how they say this.
I
Yes,
know
not
the
3
9
months.
is just for group bonus. It's only for group bonus.
Yes, this is for group bonus. Yes, only for group bonus. Yeah, because we have this limit of 10,000 euros per week. That's why. So as soon as you have these 2 legs very good and they're just multiplying by themselves, then you can open the 3rd one. It's not necessary to do it every month. No, it's not necessary. Because in this case, you have to be sure that the people in your each leg making the activity. And the more such people, then the more headache, you know. So you can work on 2 legs until you feel that you need the 3rd leg or the 4th leg and so on. You will understand it. You will understand it as soon as you have this system working. You will see when you need it.
Okay, so what you mean is it is when your weak leg is getting more than 10,000 USD a
Yes.
week, you can now apply for the 3rd leg.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
And also
Yeah.
for the authorship, I heard Natalia saying that even if you don't do the personal PV, your team activities can cover for authorship. Is that true?
I didn't get you.
Authorship, that is activity every month. I heard mentor Natalia saying that if your team is active for the month, you don't need to buy products.
Yes, there
true?
is such an option. Yes, there is such an option now. If you invite every month you invite people, just one person. I think this any person, yes, on any package, and that means that in each leg, for example, you have 2 legs, and if you invite a person and you place this person into one leg, then this leg is active. And then a second leg also, you place another person and 2 people each month, and you shouldn't do this activity. Yes.
Okay, so just having somebody right and left a month, it has covered for your authorship.
Authorship is for America, I think. It's more for them because they like it. Nobody in Russia uses it. Nobody in Europe uses it. It's just the option for the America because they're used to this. And it's like authorship. It means that every month the person will get just a certain pre-chosen product. Just one time, once the product is chosen, then every month the person will get this product without ordering. And the company will charge the money from the card, which is binded to the back office, and the person will just get the order every month. And
Okay, let's not use authorship. Let's use personal activity. When you were showing that round, it is said that you should do every month 40 PV.
Yes.
Now, Natalia was saying that if you have team members who are working on your right and left, you don't need to do 40 PV every month. Is that true?
Эмилия, ты понимаешь, что я, наверное, что-то не до конца понимаю. Эмилия, ты здесь? Эмилия.
Can you understand me?
I cannot understand what just precisely your question. I understand that you're talking about 40 PV, that you shouldn't do this, but I don't understand in which case.
Okay, 40 PV. Okay, let me start with, is it compulsory, 40 PV every month? Is it compulsory?
Yes, you have to do this every month. Yes. But
Is
if
there
you invite,
another option?
yes, if you invite a person, just, yes, you can see it in your back office. It is there, the description is there, option that if you don't make this, don't press the order, you just invite three people, and then in each leg should be this. Then you shouldn't do this 40 PV. But I don't understand if this refers to any activity. For example, that I know that is growing. For example, first it is 40, then it is 60, then 80, then grows up to 300. And I don't understand this till the end. Maybe Larissa will can explain that more exactly, because I don't understand this till the end. But I know that there is an option. You can invite people, and then you are active. You shouldn't do the activity. This is the yes. This is an option. Yes, you can do it. But in this case, you will stay without product. I don't think this is a good thing, because anyway, you need the product to just to experience it and to use it and to share it. That's why you need the product anyway. But there is an option. Yes, if you invite a person in this month and you place him in this one leg and then into the another leg, and then your legs are active. Yes, and you are active also.
Okay, so with such, you don't need to
But we can
buy
ask Larissa. Yes, we can ask Larissa one
Okay,
more
please
time. She
ask
can
her.
explain. Okay.
Okay, you can ask her.
I don't know if she joins us this tonight, because she's stuck in some traffic, and she wrote me that she cannot come. That's why I think that next time we can ask her. So additional terms and clarifications. Just monthly activities should correspond to until the managing director, the current
She's online. Larissa is online.
Larissa, ты здесь или нет? I will ask. I think that she just gave her room, just Zoom room, and she gave this like organizer's right to someone, and that's all. She's not here. Okay. Here, what is here? Monthly activity should correspond to until the managing director, the current rank, starting from the managing director, the maximum achieved rank. The volume is counted from the activity purchases, not the purchases of the packages or upgrades, up to the 6th level, considering the compression. So only 6 levels are considered in this second way of achieving rank. Confirmed the rank or achieved it for the first time in the current month. So these are just things we have to understand. Beginning with the rank of national director and higher, the partner concludes an agreement with the company. Okay. And then comes looks ranks and rewards. The ranks is not accepted if there wasn't made the minimum personal activity and the activity of the legs. So ambassador requires 500,000 PV accumulated during 1 month of the structure. It's not of the small leg, it's of the whole structure. It requires 2 national directors, and the required activity is 300 PV. By achieving this rank for the first time, the leader gets a golden pin ambassador and also a trip for 2 in Europe. During the next year after achieving the rank, the leader can participate in all the company events for free. Okay, it's clear. Then comes Gold Ambassador. It requires 1 million PV in the whole structure during 1 month. It requires 1 premier director of the personally invited people, and 300 PV of the personal activity. And by achieving this rank for the first time, the leader gets a golden pin, gold ambassador, with 1 diamond, and also a trip for 2 in Europe to any country, and the ring of a member of a privileged club. During the next year after achieving the rank, the leader can participate in all the company events for free. Then Platinum Ambassador requires 1,500,000 PV in the whole structure accumulated during 1 month. It requires 2 national directors of the personally invited people, and required activity is 300 PV. By achieving this rank for the first time, the leader gets a golden pin ambassador and also a trip for 2 in Europe. During the next year after achieving the rank, the leader can participate in all the company events for free. Crown Ambassador. It requires 5 million PV each of the 9 legs. Here you can see that Crown Ambassador requires 9 legs. All the other ranks do not require the 9 legs. It can be done also by 2 or 3 or 4 legs with less legs. And only Crown Ambassador requires the 9 legs. It requires 5 ambassadors and requires activity of 300 PV. By achieving this rank for the first time, the leader gets a golden pin Crown Ambassador and also either an apartment in Moscow or one-time reward of 200,000 conventional units counted on average rate of the purchases of the structure. During the next year after achieving the rank, the leader can fly, stay in the hotels, and participate in all the company events for free. Okay, this is all. It's all for about the ranks. And one question that we have to ask Larissa, I think, maybe you have one more you can ask. Hello, who has the question? Nobody?
To me, it requires a lot of study.
A lot of study.
Oh yeah, to comprehend all this, it's just complicated.
Yes, but everything starts with the simple things. You have to start step by step, and then you will see the picture little by little, the more clearer and clearer. I think that everything comes with the experience. The bigger your team grows, then the more you know about the ranks and everything. So, but you have to understand just general things about that. You have to understand and to see just the picture in general, but the small things, the small features, you will see the closer you approach to them, the better you see them. That's why don't bother yourself about this too much.
Okay.
It will be clear little by little.
May I?
Yes.
A question, just a question.
Yes.
I have a partner. She, last year she upgraded her. She came with $100, and then she upgraded herself to $400. Now it seems like she is willing to upgrade herself to $600. What she has to do? She has to become a leader. More advantages. So when she is buying it, when she decides to do so, and she will do this month, what she has to choose while ordering the product, upgrade or activity, so that she would, how can she upgrade, and when she upgrade, does she have activity, or when she is doing activity for $200, will she be upgrade automatically?
No. She has to choose upgrade the status. Only in this case, she will upgrade her status. That's clear. If she makes the activity, that means that she just buys the product like a client.
Okay, so she has to upgrade herself and make activity for 40 PVs, right? Be active, To be
Yes,
active.
yes.
is
To be
extra.
active, she has to make the activity because the upgrade doesn't replace the activity. So
Okay,
activity
got
is
it.
one thing and the upgrade is the second thing. Both should be done.
Mhm, got
And
it.
you will see it in your back office, or actually she will see it in her back office, that there will be just green, yes, yes, personal activity, yes, or no, red. So it's clear now, it's obvious, now it's very easy to understand, because before we didn't have that. But now the back office is very, very nice, very good. We can see it very clearly if we are active or not. So it is,
Okay.
yes, she can see that if it is green, yes, then it's yes. If it is no, then she has to make the activity.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Who else has a question, please? Maybe some other questions that I can answer. No questions?
No
Okay.
questions.
Then I think that next
Let's conclude our meeting.
yes,
then.
I just lost myself. So I think that Madam Kesh, you can watch it into the chat and Larissa will respond to you, because I cannot answer it now. Maybe you can write it and hello? Yes, Stanley. Hi.
There is nothing in the chat.
Nothing in the chat?
No, empty.
Okay. So
Okay, I also want the slide after the meeting. Hello?
you want this slide?
Yes, so I can study.
Okay. Yes, I will send it to you. I will send it to you. I will send it to your group, to the group, and you will see it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, that's okay. Then we can finish. We can say goodbye to each other, and next Monday we'll talk about something else. Just think about the topic we have to discuss, and invite people maybe. And I know that Larissa,
Yeah.
she wanted to know your leaders. She wanted to speak to your leaders, and they could tell about themselves. If they're willing to do that, please invite them, and we can have
Yes,
such a
we
meeting.
are trying to plan for
Okay.
the president birthday in Kenya, so we get to also meet there too.
Okay. Yes, you will discuss it. Okay, later with Larissa, I think. And on Monday we'll go. Next Monday we can do that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for listening and for questions.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
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 Bye.
Bye.